Liv is the fourth episode of Series 5 of the UK TV series Skins, which first aired on 17 February 2011 on E4. It focuses on the character Olivia, Liv Malone, Laya Lewis, and features Liv as she attempts to deal with her feelings for her friend, Minnie's, Freya Mavor, boyfriend, Nick Levan, Sean Teale, and Minnie's increasingly hostile treatment of her, only to find herself hanging out with Nick's brother, Matty. Sebastian de Souza. Synopsis. The episode opens with Liv having sex with Nick, Minnie's boyfriend, even though she had already promised it wouldn't happen again. Upon returning home, she discovers that her mother is going to an Eternal Circle retreat, following one of her many bizarre hobbies, and is entrusting the house and her youngest daughter, Maud, on Liv, as their elder sister, Bella, is in prison. Later, Liv receives a visit from Frankie, Aloe, Rich and Grace, who are followed by Minnie and Nick. Inside, Minnie apologizes for her recent behavior and calls a truce between the two groups, before producing a bag of weed. Aloe immediately grabs it and proclaims that no one may leave the house until it has all been smoked, worried about the effect the drugs will have on her little sister, and that Minnie knows about her affair with Nick. Liv leaves under the pretense of going to buy sherry, bringing Maud with her. She leaves Maud at a sci-fi movie marathon, failing to notice that it's 24 hours long, and goes off to visit Bella in prison. There, she confides to her sister about her situation with Minnie and Nick, but Bella is unhelpful, prompting Liv to leave. Frustrated, sitting at a bus stop later on, Liv meets Matty, the same man Frankie had met some days earlier after her school meltdown, and they manage to obtain a large amount of ecstasy from a drug addict fleeing the police. Liv invites Matty to share it with her. He agrees, and they take the drugs, before going and stealing from a garage shop. While high, they go on a long walk, before ending up at a costume shop. There, the manager tricks them into trying on some clothes, before attempting to rape Liv. Matty arrives in the nick of time, knocking the manager unconscious with a fire extinguisher. They take a video recording of the incident on the security cameras, as well as some money from his till and some animal costumes. Later on, they return to ensure the man isn't dead, but discover that there are policemen outside the shop, and hurry away to a nearby disco. There, they share a kiss and proceed to have sex on the roof. The next day, they head to Liv's house, to discover that the party they left is still going on. Matty and Liv go upstairs to have sex, only to discover that Nick is performing oral sex on Minnie in Liv's bed. Nick, upon emerging from the covers, recognizes Matty at once, and reveals him to be his brother. He immediately warns Liv that Matty is a psycho, and inadvertently reveals their affair, and Minnie can no longer pretend to Liv that it didn't happen. Liv immediately orders everyone to leave, telling Matty that she no longer knows or trusts him. She tidies up the house in preparation for her mother's return the next day and collapses on the couch, only to discover that Frankie, who had passed out earlier, is still there, and orders her to leave. Before leaving, Frankie questions Liv about her conflict with Minnie, and puts on a video of Liv and Minnie when they were children. This, along with her discovery that the man who tried to rape her is still alive, and has been arrested, moves Liv to tears. She is interrupted by the arrival of Maud, who is livid at being abandoned at the sci-fi marathon, and swears at Liv and storms off. Desperate, Liv heads to the bus stop, to discover Matty is leaving. He is angry with her, but when he gets up to leave, Liv drinks an entire bottle of vodka. Horrified, Matty takes Liv to Nick's home to recover. Nick discovers they're there the next day, however, and Liv leaves. She meets up with Minnie, and attempts to apologize for the affair with Nick. Minnie coldly tells her that she will only forgive her if she does the same stunt she did with Matty. Despite being in obvious pain, Liv agrees. But after finishing the entire bottle of vodka, Minnie insults her and leaves, leaving Liv to suffer. She goes to prison to see Bella again, and coldly informs her that she will not be returning. Heading home, her mother tells her that the retreat she went to was a waste of her time, and demands to know about the crockery Maud broke in her fit of rage, saying she will not tolerate violence in her house. Liv then takes the blame for Maud. The episode ends with Liv joining Maud at the cinema and watching a movie with her.